Welcome back to another episode of Big Bear Boxing Convo, episode number 84. The conversation I want to get into today, was Timothy Bradley correct when he's saying that Terence Crawford would knock out Jaron Ennis? I'm going to break it all down in this video, so stay tuned. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell.
That the media needs to push certain fights. That's a great fight.
Oh, you think it's a great fight?
Between Crawford and Crawford.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think Boots versus Crawford? Are you crazy? Against Terence Blood Crawford? Are you kidding me?
They got a whitewash then.
No, I don't think it's a whitewash, but I can tell you this.
I'm serious.
Somebody's going to sleep and it ain't going to be Crawford. Wow.
Tim Bradley, I was talking to Tim Bradley this past week, and he stated that we're wrong if we think that you could beat Terence Crawford. He believes Terence Crawford is going to stop you. What's your thoughts and what's your message to Tim Bradley when you say that?
I don't know what's wrong with these retired boxers. They must have got hit too much in the head. They know that, and he know that.
So you guys know how I break my videos down, round one and round two. Round one will be about was Timothy Bradley being hypocritical and pushing for big fights. One fight that he was stating on was Jaron Ennis versus Terence Crawford. Round two will be about was Timothy Bradley correct when saying that Terence Crawford could knock out Jaron Ennis. So let's get into round one. So the whole interview was based on a guy asking him a question about a big fight between Terence Crawford and Jaron Ennis, and Timothy Bradley kind of laughed it off. I feel like it was disrespectful towards Jaron Ennis and his skill set. And he said that, you guys need to push for the media need to push for big fights, and the fans needs to push for big fights as well. And, basically laughing off, matchup between these two stars. And I'm gonna tell you something, Jaron Ennis is a star. He signed a multi-year deal with Showtime. So he's a star. Nobody does not get those type of deals if you don't have anything that goes behind your name. So his overall skill set, his showmanship, which I got into a video about his showmanship and all that other stuff, proving the reason why he deserves a contract like that. But Terence Crawford is also a star. So you tell me, common sense is common sense, right? So how would that not be a big fight? Why would you laugh a fight like that off? That's a massive fight. You can match up against the top guys. You can match up Terence Crawford against Errol Spence. You can match him up against Jamal Charlo, even Danny Garcia, and a couple of other guys, and they will be big fights. So, you tell me that Jaron Ennis, as far as how he's coming up through the ranks, and I think he's arrived. He's here. Only thing that he's missing is a championship belt at 147, which I think he will get sooner than later. I don't know how he's going to get it, but I'm pretty sure he will get it somehow, some way. So, but this guy he's a star. He's becoming more of a household name. I think he's going to be a way bigger star than Terence Crawford, only because that Terence Crawford, how his situation played out, not based on skill set, but I think on showmanship. I think that Jaron Ennis is a exciting fighter, and Terence Crawford is too. Both of them are knockout artists. And I don't think that Terence Crawford has had so many opponents that was so much better than the ones that Jaron Ennis is facing. But I think that the situational ideas are different. So, but anyway, Terence Crawford is a proven fighter. He's a true champion. I think that he can knock in. Well, we'll get more into that in the second round, but I think he can knock out anybody. He can put on a show with anybody. And like I said, you match him up with the top guys. Any of those fights are massive paydays for both guys and massive shows. But just to laugh it off and say, hey, look, I don't think it's a big fight. I don't think it's worth it. And then say that you guys need to start pushing for big fights. How in the world is that not a big fight? You can put 2 and 2 together. You match 2 stars up. It's going to make for a massive show, a massive payday, a lot of views on pay-per-view. You put that fight on right now, it'll sell. It'll probably sell out in minutes, just like the Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fight. But like I say, I think it's the 3 top guys in the welterweight division is Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, and Jaron Ennis. So those are the main guys that all the up and comers or the guys that's hanging around. They want to beat them. They want to beat them too. So I just think it's redundant. But let's get into round 2. So let's get into round 2. Was Timothy Bradley correct when he said that Jaron Ennis could be knocked out by Terence Crawford? I mean, anybody could be knocked out by anybody. But I think once you start getting up there with the talent pool, I just think it's different. Guys know, if you're a super talented fighter, you'll learn how to take shots. And Jaron Ennis has proven, even though I don't know if he has been hitting harder than anybody that punches like Terence Crawford does, but I think that maybe he can get buzzed or something like that. I think anybody can get knocked out. I don't really make a big deal about what he said, but truly, if I was to break down a fight, which I think I have already broke down a fight between these two. But both of them are switch hitters. Both of them have outstanding skill set. But I don't really see a knockout. I see a really, really tough fight for both guys, going 12 rounds. Jaron Ennis does have the age and the discipline to hang in there with somebody like Terence Crawford too, and actually take big shots. But I think he can also hand out big shots. But if you really want to be technical, Terence Crawford has been wobbled. He has been hurt by Gamboa. Even Mean Machine. Mean Machine knocked him out, and Mean Machine is not like a big name in the sport of boxing. He's just more of a journeyman, and I think he put Terence Crawford down. Not to say that Terence Crawford is a trash fighter, but he's been proven to be hurt and kind of chinny. So we have not got to see that from Jaron Ennis, and if you want to compare Mean Machine to some of the guys that Jaron Ennis has faced, I think they about two in the same. But I think that Jaron Ennis, like I say, when you got age on your side and stuff like that, you can take some of the big shots and still be just fine. But I don't really see a knockout. I think that both guys got tremendous speed, power, good footwork. Both of them are bright stars. I think it'll go the distance. I just think once you start facing off against guys that's just as good as you, a lot of times it's like a chess match. You're not going to go in there and you can't just knock somebody's head up because you can't throw the same shots that you could throw with somebody that's clearly not in the same skill level. So I don't know what Tim Bradley was thinking. I mean, that's his opinion. I respect his opinion, but I think he's totally wrong. For him being a boxer, I think he should see the sport in a totally different light. But obviously, I think that it'll go down to the wire. I think that it'll be probably fairly even. In some cases, I could probably see Jaron Ennis getting it, especially if he start hitting, if he start actually countering Terence Crawford in a certain way that Terence Crawford can't hit him back. But like I say, Jaron Ennis needs to work on his defense a little bit more, and Terence Crawford also has the experience on his side, so the fight could go either way if you want to really be technical about both fighters. Like I say, both fighters are really, really good fighters. They both have a tremendous skill set. And I don't really see one outweighing the other just yet. I would love to see a weigh-in and all the other stuff, even though you could tell a little bit from a weigh-in, stare down or something like that. But we really, truly would not be able to see what was going to happen unless both guys got into the ring. But I just think it'll go down to the distance. I think even Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, I think it'll wind up going the distance. Like I said, you can break down a fight any type of way you want to, but anytime you start getting up in the pool level to where you only sitting in there with the top 3 or 4 guys, I think a lot of those fights come down to being a chess match. I don't really think that Terence Crawford would be able to get in there and throw some of the same shots and do some of the same things against a highly skilled guy like Jaron Ennis. But you guys, let me know what you think about this one down in the comments below. Also want to give a shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV for that last clip. He did a really good job in that interview. He always does really good interviews. Please go check out the full interview on his channel, on Blue Blood Sports TV channel, and please subscribe to his channel. You'll learn a lot when it comes to the sport of boxing. He's very educational. So thanks for watching. That's going to conclude another episode of Big Bear Boxing Convo, episode number 84. You guys let me know what you think about this topic down in the comments below. If you want to see what I'm wearing, shoptachi.com. Follow me on all social media platforms that I currently own. Links will be down in the descriptions below. Thank you guys for tuning in each and every single day, showing me love and support. I'm always going to try to give you the best in boxing when it comes to content. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Always make sure you hit that notification bell so you guys will never miss out on new videos on my channel. With all that out of the way, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Big Bear Boxing Convo.